The year is 1984, and a small team of developers were working up on a follow-up to the successful arcade game Mario Bros. And had a total of 256 kilobits of program code and data, with 64 kilobits being used for sprites and background graphics. Do you know how little space 256 kilobits actually is? Yeah, you know that hilarious meme that you got on your phone that you showed to everyone? That's half of Super Mario Brothers right there. Flash forward to 2019, and now we can make our own Mario game, and all we gotta do is and I'm still disappointed somehow. After saying that, you probably might be thinking, oh wow, he doesn't like Mario Maker, but what kind of human being doesn't like Mario Maker? Dude, 9-year-old me probably would have shat his pants if Mario Maker came out back then. Although 14-year-old me still shat his pants because when the game came out, the concept was that exciting. The game was a huge hit too. Every gameplay channel on YouTube you could possibly think of picked up on the game, and it got a crazy amount of views considering it was a Nintendo game, and most YouTubers didn't play Nintendo games on their channel at the time, and it was really exciting to say the least. And then, radio silence. We got small updates here and there, but nothing substantial enough to keep the game's hype alive for too long. And after 2 years of the game being out, they had already ended support for the game and stopped receiving updates altogether. 2 years later, we saw the light. And it didn't have nearly as big of an impact as its predecessor, but it was still a much better package that looked like it was on the path to be something the whole community would be playing for years to come. But somehow, it had an even shorter lifespan of support than the first one did. Not even a year after its launch, the game had already put out its final update, but I won't lie, it was a banger update. It gave us the one thing every Mario fan has ever wanted. Ever. Well, besides Mario Galaxy 3 anyways. We can literally make our own Mario game and have other people play them online. That shit is a godsend. What? The potential this game could have had makes me kinda sad, to be honest. As a total package, the game is still pretty great, but the potential for this game to be a staple in Nintendo online gaming pretty much went to waste, especially after adding World Maker mode. Don't get me wrong, that final update still gave us quite a bit to chew on, and the possibilities are still virtually endless, but the way I see it, if Nintendo continually put out more updates with new items, level themes, assets, maybe even new game styles, they wouldn't ever have to make another 2D Mario game ever again. And whenever a new Nintendo system hits, whenever that may be, you could just port it as a Mario Maker 2.5 and the community would already be satisfied, since in this timeline, Nintendo has already been supporting the game for years after its launch, but that's not real life, and it makes me... The way Mario Maker 2 was handled throughout its life kinda just makes me feel like it was a cash grab to capitalize on the success of the first game. And to be fair, it did work. Mario Maker 2, as the recording of this video, has sold about 3 million more copies than the first one did, but also you need to understand that the Nintendo Switch has sold astronomically more units than the Wii U ever sold in its entire lifespan. If the Wii U was Yoshi, the Nintendo Switch is big Yoshi. So you have to ask, is the larger sales number of the sequel because of the game, or is it because of the console it's on?
Make your choice, Spider-Man.
Also, random side note, but like, you know how in Mario Maker 1 you could get a Smash Bros amiibo and put that character into the game, like a Sonic amiibo, a Captain Falcon amiibo, Pit amiibo, like you could add those characters into the game and play as them? Why would you remove that feature? That shit was so dope, dude. There was also a pretty big missed opportunity in the online co-op mode as well. I had only tried it a handful of times and it worked pretty well. 50% of the time. I know this probably doesn't have anything to do with the game itself as much as it is just Nintendo being stuck in their old ways and still not managing to get online play done correctly, but the problem still remains. You know, I could probably watch this entire YouTube video before anyone finishes a level. I'll wait. Now, let's say for a minute that the Nintendo ninjas suddenly appear at my house and point a gun to my head and ask me what do I want for a Mario Maker 2 update. Well, remember that thing I complained about a minute ago with the Smash amiibos and how you can't play as those characters even if you tap the amiibos on the controller anymore? Yeah, well, just bring that back, okay? Except each character should come with one item that you can use in your level creator just to give your levels a little more variety, you know? And just in case you don't feel like buying an amiibo, then they can just put the item up in the eShop for like 50, 75 cents, you know. I think that would be a pretty reasonable price for that sort of thing. Honestly, at the end of the day, I just want Nintendo to come back and continue support for this game. I think there was a lot of untapped potential that they could have capitalized on, and it could have even swayed some skeptics into playing it down the line. This could easily be a Nintendo Switch greatest hits game like they have in the PS3 and PS4 games. You know what I'm talking about. Nintendo, if you see this, come back. Support your game. It could go on to impact the Mario series for a very long time if you do. So I'm currently editing the video you just watched, and I guess I kind of forgot to record the outro, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of Mario Maker 2, I guess. That's all I had to say. Bye-bye.